and welcome to the 2019 edition of the Senior Show. I'm your host, Jordan Malik, and we're going to be saying a very emotional farewell to a really great group of seniors today. The show's not about me. Let's just get into it. So we have a very great panel of seniors to my right here. We have Monica Nakiran, Delilah Hernandez, Natalia Stevenson, Amarachi Uganabo, Robbie Bartels, and Christian Hernandez. I apologize, Robbie. They can't all be winners. So we're first going to start with you, Monica. So you have been a very big part of both TV Club and the Society of Film and Visual Arts. So what is your favorite memory from the two clubs? And also, what are you going to miss most now that you're graduating?
Oh, wow. My favorite moments, I guess from TV Club first was probably Johnny Feud, even though I lost both times I was on. I'm pretty much a bad luck charm when it comes to them, even though I deserved. I'm pretty sure I won in my heart, but I feel like both times I was on, it was rigged. But you know, I'm not complaining.
Those episodes have not been without controversy.
But Film Society, oh my God, such great moments on Film Society. I came in like, there's so much that happened where it's like I've created so much memories, and with TV Club as well, like we've just bonded so much, and I feel like I've made the greatest friends I've had here at TV Club. Film Society, I'm gonna cry. It's so emotional, but like honestly, I've created like such great moments, and what I'm gonna miss most, honestly, are you guys. Like I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Like I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Like I made like the greatest friends here. Like I've been so happy. And yeah.
Please don't cry.
I'm getting so emotional. Like I'm really gonna miss you guys. Yeah.
Just started. You can't cry yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, you set the bar for the whole thing.
You were crying before we even started laughing. Okay.
But no, honestly, like this has been such a great journey for me. Being at TV Club and Film Society has been the greatest decision to join here, be a part of it, and yeah, I'm gonna miss this a lot. Like this experience about it.
And we're gonna miss you very much too. I know I'm gonna miss beating you in Super Mario Strikers every time.
I almost beat you. I almost beat you.
You
I
did.
was like,
Almost.
we had 30 seconds in, I almost beat you. 30 seconds in, and he beat me by the super strike, and I'm really. I still remember that moment.
It's not even fair. It's not even fair.
So, Delilah, you have been very busy with TV Club. You've done so much throughout your 4 years here. So my first question for you is, what are you most proud of in the whole catalog that you've created?
Is that a question? To be honest, I think, I don't know. I think it's my growth being here. My freshman year, I was just a general member. And then my sophomore year, it was sort of like my second time having a leadership role. And it was a complete shift from my previous roles. I was an OL, but then this one, it was actually making decisions, creative decisions, and like being able to communicate that without wanting to like bang people on their heads because they don't listen. I learned to be more collaborative. I don't know. I know it's like when coming from high school to college, you're used to doing everything on your own, and like being TV Club, it teaches you to work with other people, and being on the e-board teaches you to work with other people and make sure everyone's voice is heard, and it works. Because it's one thing to like do it in our heads, which is always the fun and easy part, but like coming here, making it happen is always the harder part. And I think just the growth in me and the people I've been with over the years here, watching all their growth is pretty amazing.
And then also, what's your favorite memory from WRED-TV?
I don't know. I don't have one. I'm going to be honest. I don't have one. Every Friday coming in. I will say my freshman year was the funnest. I guess it was because I had no responsibilities. It was just coming in and enjoying the shows. But creatively, I think every FAO is always fun to be a part of. Whether it's a beautiful ship or it's a Titanic ship, it's always great to be part of it, I think. Be a part of it.
I think the Titanic was a beautiful ship. It was unfortunate.
It sank. Sunk?
Yeah, sink, sunk, kaplunked. I don't know.
So next, Natalia.
Hi.
So you became a part of TV Club, and you actually went abroad. So do you first want to talk about what that was like being a part of TV Club and also being abroad in Italy, right?
Yeah, I did discover the world the fall semester of my junior year. So I was in
Seville, France, and Rome. So I got all 3, and that was the last semester of Seville. So I feel like I won a little bit.
That's awesome.
Because no one else at St. John's gets to like live in that city for 5 weeks anymore, unless they do it like after school or during the summer. But they can't do it with St. John's. That's what I'm saying. I loved being a part of TV Club. I think definitely like freshman year, I was a commuter. Well, I'm still a commuter student. I've never stopped being a commuter student. But I was still a commuter student freshman year, and I think one thing the club brought was like this sense of community that I was really missing, because my high school, it was a small high school, and I knew everyone because my mom was also teaching there. So like the teachers were like my second and third parents, kind of. So definitely coming to a bigger school, I was like, I don't know anyone, and like I'm lost every single place I go. But then finally, Delilah like dragged me to TV Club, and it like gave me a place where I can just go and hang out. And even in those semesters that I was a little too busy on Fridays, or even after abroad when I was gone for a whole semester, I came back and I was like, wow, there are a lot of new people. But then I was still coming to the office, and I was like, no, I still have a community here. It's just a little different.
That's definitely something I love about club.
Yeah.
No matter, the first time I ever came, I didn't know anyone, but you feel the sense of home, especially if you're someone into the arts. When you walk into that door, any of the doors that come into the studio, you feel the warmth of like a production. You see everyone like doing something, and at first it's intimidating, but you love seeing how everyone is working towards it, and you just like want to be able to do it.
I also just realized you and Delilah have been such a dynamic duo. I don't know the story of how you two met.
I don't know.
What's the story?
What's the story?
It's Ozzy's class.
Yeah, we met in Ozzy Alfonso's intro to production fall of freshman year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
So,
Early.
funny
Literally the beginning.
story. We
Literal day
both
one.
thought
Yeah.
that the other person was a B word until until we actually spoke to each other. It was like, oh, you're actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no. It was really cool because at that point, I was living in Brooklyn 2 hours away. So I would always come to school, go to class, go right back home because I didn't know anyone, and I was like, why should I stay in Queens when I don't know anyone?
Yeah.
And then that's all I did. And then at some point, Delilah had this like cool outfit with bananas on it, and I thought it was like the bee's knees. And then one day after class, she like popped her head around the corner and she was like, hey, do you want to go to this Haraya event? And I was like, I don't know what Haraya is, but I don't know what your name is, but yeah, like we just like went to this thing, and then it was like
We got 2 pillows out of it.
Yeah.
That had a Paris, the Eiffel Tower on it. She lost hers.
I
I still
lost
have mine. But ironically, she went to Paris.
Yeah.
But like ever since then, we always stood in DAC. We would always play pool, but we were
Yeah.
both bad at it.
Yeah, we took
But
forever.
we just loved to play it. It was like $1 to play for like an hour or 2, and we did that. And then actually it was my mom who found out that there was like a TV club, or I told her about the TV club, but I just never came, and she just kept pushing me. And I came one time, but I came alone, so I was like, maybe if I came with someone, it would be less intimidating. So I dragged her with me.
Yeah.
I also met Ashley here, so
Yeah.
it was like my first day when I came alone. I met Ashley, which is the old president, for those who don't know. She graduated last year. And we were both shy but together, so we were alone but like together alone. And it's always a good person. Together alone.
Alone together.
And then it just became us 3. Yeah.
And then also, what's your favorite memory between the 2 clubs? Because you, as well, you're on the Society of Film and Visual Arts e-board.
Yeah.
Is there a treasurer, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, I am treasurer.
All right, so what's your favorite memory in that 424? Is that our room number?
424.
What's your favorite memory from room 424?
Whistle?
I'm thinking, I was thinking about this the other day, and it sounds sad because it's my first memory at TV Club, but I remember the first time I ever actually came to TV Club. Kyle Gorman was directing, and it was he was directing like a soap opera, and it was absolutely insane in the studio, and I was like, who are all these people? This man, he's yelling. Kyle was yelling, and I was like, who are all these people?
For those who don't know either, Kyle is this very tall, pale man, but when he gets angry or starts yelling, he gets very tomato red. And he's tall, black hair, and it's a little intimidating.
Yeah,
especially
so-
as freshmen.
And then, so that was like the first show we were filming, and then after the show, it was like around Thanksgiving time. So we had a Friendsgiving in 425 when we still had meetings in 425.
Yeah.
And we had the meeting. They had all their they had all their announcements, and then someone ordered pizza, and we stayed in there for like hours, dancing, eating pizza, having a
they
good
were
time.
filming actually something for FAL.
Oh yeah.
It was a skit for FAL. It was like someone who with the red cups. It was like a very funny bad skit, but it was fun to do. And the skit was about a party and someone being very mean at a party or something like that.
Yeah, and then we just kind of continued after we were filming. But that was like my first memory, and I love that memory. I love that was like my introduction to this wonderful club. And then I gotta wrap it up. I'm sorry.
You answered the question. I don't know where you were going.
I love being a part of society. I've had a lot of opportunity to like, teach people what I know now, because now I know a lot more than I did freshman year, and it's a very different club to be a part of. Like, my role in it is so different than what my role in TV Club was, but I don't know, I love it just as much. Yeah.
And I'm like, you kick butt at what you do. Like, you're gonna almost threw my card. You're gonna succeed at whatever you do set your mind to. I just know that. And now, Amarachi. You are the current news director of TV Club and another very usual in the Film Society room.
Yeah.
So, what's
Wow,
your favorite memory from each?
That's so depressing.
Your favorite TV Club memory, and then your favorite Film Society memory.
I think my favorite TV club memory is probably getting the email sophomore year that I got chosen to be a host for Eye of the Storm. I think it's because I was never really like comfortable with speaking or looking at myself speak or just looking at myself general. So then like to see that other people like liked what I had to bring to the table and like accepted me for who I was just made me feel better about myself and my abilities. So just like, and to continue doing it from sophomore year till now, I'm like super grateful to this club and all the people in it for like taking me as I am and improving me as I am as well.
Yeah.
And then what about Film Society? What's your
Film
favorite
Society.
memory from them?
Film Society, I just relax. Film Society is like another family, man. I'm not on the e-board. I'm just a member, but I'm in there more than some e-board members are sometimes. Because I just like, if I'm not in class, I'm in that room. And like, I even like for an interview recently, I had to like choose like, what's a place that's special to you? And I chose that room to speak about it. Because like, it's a home away from home. If I want to like better my skills in like production or something, I ask one of them. Or if I just want to sit down and watch a jarring movie like Climax, I just sit down. Thank you, Christian Santiago, like for that. Like just that room and those people just made me who I am today as I'm leaving St. John's, and I'm just grateful. That's it. Big G, grateful for everyone here. Just that made me feel welcome in college and made me love what I want to do and continue what I hope to do after graduation.
And I'm so very grateful. I've gotten to know you for these like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute wonder. Now, Robbie, you're someone that the camera has just loved since the day that you've stepped in. Your first 2 years, you were constantly in stuff. You were constantly in different projects. So what's probably your favorite project that you've been in?
Hosting the Eye of the Storm just felt cool because I imagined myself as like a real news anchor every time, and I had a lot of fun with it because I was like trying to learn how to like speak like a news anchor, and now I like love reading from a teleprompter weirdly. And I got to do it for like 2 semesters in a row, so it was like I was like basically employed as a news anchor. And I honestly loved the auditions for hosting because Destiny was there, and Destiny made me feel so comfortable because everyone in there is so nervous. And then you walk in here, and it's just the cameraman and Destiny, and people talking to you over the mic, and you're like, oh, this is a bad idea. And Destiny's like, have fun, and she, like, just the way she says things, it makes you feel so comfortable. And I was like, yay! And then I got it twice. But my favorite, those wouldn't be my favorite memories though, because my favorite one has to be when we went out and I like pranked people for the.
The great line.
But it was Delilah's idea, I think. It was based off that show, the
Impractical Jokers.
that
Yeah.
one. And I convinced these 2 girls. I was like, can you please sign this petition? And they're like, oh, what's it for? I'm like, there's an octopus in the fountains. and we just want to get it out of there.
There were so many other like weird
And I had other
things,
ones.
too.
We were trying to get as many people to sign a petition. That was like how we were competing for. But these girls were like, "Oh my God, there's an octopus in the fountain." I said, "Yeah," and it shouldn't be there. I said, "It should not be there." And they're like, "Who put it there?" And I would just would not answer that part. I was like, "We don't know, but if you sign this petition, we can get it out." And then apparently they went to the fountain, and they came back and they said, "There's no octopus in the fountain." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "There is."
He's gone. He
And I had to give up. I was like, "They took it out? Oh my God, I did it."
It worked.
Thank you for
Yeah.
signing.
That was fun.
And then also, you actually you finished school a semester early.
Yes.
So-
I'm also technically not leaving because I'm going to law school here.
Congratulations.
To pursue entertainment law because film club and TV club is what I was a bio major first semester. What a nightmare. What a bad decision for me. And then I was like, during TV club, I was like, I have to do what I like. And then TV club and film club I was like, oh, okay, I do like what I like, and I have a passion for it, and I want to do what I want to do with it, and I'm going to be an entertainment attorney. That's my goal. And I'll write my screenplays, and I'll hand them into people. But if I don't, I will be on the streets if you find me.
I'll make sure to donate.
Yeah. Please donate to my Patreon right now. Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited to be hitting you up when I need a script copyrighted
Exactly.
and all that
Yes,
stuff.
I
copyright.
actually
You
might
can be
need
my
you a
guy.
little earlier. Senior project.
Well, my
Copyright
LinkedIn
laws.
is available. My resume, I will be handing out. It's garbage right now. But yes.
Alrighty, last but most certainly not least, we have Christian Hernandez, one of the founding members of the Society of Film and Visual Arts.
Thank you.
Snap.
So,
Sweaty.
I have two questions for you. Firstly, throughout your whole time at St. John's, what's been the favorite project that you've worked on, both in TV Club or in Film Society, whether it be a short film or something like that?
Yeah.
Then also, you're a man of very many internships, a long resume you have. So what's been your favorite internship experience as well?
Okay, so first, my favorite thing from TV Club, my project would be the Bike Club with a Zoe.
So good.
That
I was
was-
watching an episode
what a
recently.
good project.
So good.
Thank you.
Right.
I came up with the concept, and I was really excited to do it with Zoe because we had such a dynamic when it came to cooking and just making random foods.
They would always
Oreo
talk about
rice.
random dishes.
So many different things. And with Ben Salafia and Jordan as part of the team, it was great. That was a great moment. And then for Film Society of Film Visual Arts, I think I'm getting emotional, but I think pretty much bringing it together with Mike, Ben, and Nick at the time, like bringing people together and revamping something that was nothing. The office was a disaster, and I kind of decided to go in and wanted to make it something special, where we can rent out equipment but also work together as a team. And I think we accomplished that to set it up for Christian, who I'm very proud of as leading the club, and the rest of the e-board. I'm really happy about what you guys done. But yeah, I think mainly leading the club taught me a lot about those skills, like leadership. And then with internships, I've done many. It's hard because they're very different. Like when I did Tonight Show and Late Night and USA, they're all very different. But I think Tonight Show was a big highlight because I just had a really, really strong role with working with the segment producers. I can't say much besides that for that specific internship. But for USA, I think it's a good tie because I did a lot of hands-on experience with like Talk Stoop and like going editing promos. So overall, this whole experience, my whole college career has been a blessing, I think, especially with TV Club and Society. And I'm really grateful for everybody in this room and just my time here.
I don't know if you remember this, but it was the summer going into the 2017 fall semester where I actually met you for the first time. You were in OL, and we met at orientation. And the first thing you told me was to
I
check
wasn't
out.
well.
No, well, you were there. You were there. I don't know why. But you were there, and you told me to go check out.
I was like, wait, no,
I've never met you before.
I think I remember that, but I was just helping you out.
Yeah, well, no, you told me that, to come to Film Society and to come to TV Club.
Yeah.
And you've always been such an ambassador. And
Thank you.
the growth of Film Society especially would not be where it was today without you.
Thank you so much.
I don't
Thank
think
you.
I would have been introduced to these clubs if it weren't for you. I know you introduced me to these clubs. So
It seems so long ago. I remember like coming to that meeting with you and Ben and Nick, just talking about Film Society and what you want to make of it after you guys leave. Because like Ben was gonna go abroad, Nick was graduating.
I was going abroad
You
too.
were going abroad too,
Yeah.
and it was like,
semester.
and Mike
like,
too. Yeah, like
Disperse.
like
My
just what
favorite-
you've done.
I have to say my favorite part of the film club office is the Billy Elliot DVD.
Oh yeah.
Because I would come in at like 6 in the morning.
Seriously, I
Just
would
watch
And
it.
Monica and
I would
Fanny,
come
I'd
into
be
the
watching
office,
Billy
I'd walk in
Elliot
with
in like a blanket.
I'd come to the office,
like,
do
this
a
is a
preparatory
good
class,
part.
blanket over him, watching the movie 10 times in a row. I'm like, Robbie, you didn't
It's
watch
so
this movie.
good.
I've never
So
seen
good.
it. I've never seen it.
I haven't.
Who's in it?
I don't feel.
Oh my gosh. What's her name?
Alright,
Her name's Julie Waters.
I'm sorry, but we gotta keep it moving. We have a whole nother panel of seniors to get to. So we're gonna have a commercial break, and then we're gonna have a very special message from another senior who couldn't make it, Joe Acerno. So be sure to stay tuned.
Thank you.
All right, so hello everyone. I'm sorry that I can't be on the couch today with everyone. I was looking forward to that, but I'm not gonna be able to be there because of work. My name is Joe Acerno. I've been a member of TV Club since my first semester here at St. John's, which was fall of 2015, and I've made so many great memories since then. I've had a lot of good times, and I've met a lot of great people that like I've said before, I hope to take with me for the rest of my life. For my last FAL here, I got to play George W. Bush, and I had a blast playing him. I had so much fun playing him. I think I was in character for most of the time, even when we weren't shooting, and I was just having a blast. So out of all the TV Club memories, those are the ones that come to mind. Oh, and also the Lost Lip Sync battle. Ashley, Prasad, and Quentin Husbands were great judges and whatnot. Everyone gave great performances there, but picking Zach to be the last host was probably the best decision I ever made while being here at TV Club. I was just so heartbroken when it never actually made it to the air because of copyright reasons. So thank you so much, Sony Music Group, for that one. I learned how to think creatively when things don't go the right way, which someone like me who tends to be very rigid and set in his ways, that's a good lesson to learn. I learned how to work with other people even more so, which again, given the field that we're going into, that's very important. And I learned how to have a great time while making this sort of stuff. And I think when it comes to TV Club, the biggest thing is that you enjoy what you're doing with the people that you're doing it with. So those are all the things that I really learned from TV Club. Just surround yourself with people who can help you do what it is that you need to do, but at the same time, help you have a good time while doing it. I know people come to TV Club to come and better their crafts, get some more experience as far as production, but at least with me, I stuck around more because of the people. And I hope that's a tradition that you guys keep up after the class of 2019 leaves. So thank you for all the support, thank you for all the love, and thank you for all the memories and good times.
Bienvenue and welcome back to the Senior Show. Now we have a whole new fresh panel of seniors that we have to say a very emotional farewell to. In this group, it's a very special group right here. A lot of E-Board members right here. It's going to be a tough one. Yeah. How are y'all doing tonight? Or today? It's daytime.
Really sad.
As good as
Yeah.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
This is the last show. There's a lot of day ones here.
We knew it would come eventually.
I feel like it's not going to hit me until banquet. I think.
Banquet's going to be
Like,
tough.
today I'm still
May 11th.
graduation
Holding
day.
it together.
Yeah.
So we're going to start all the way furthest from me with Tony Paventa. Tony, you have been a you've been a day one for TV Club, and you also are on e-board for radio as our office manager. So, firstly, what's your favorite radio memory, and then your favorite TV Club memory?
My favorite, well, I'll start with radio, because if it wasn't for radio, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Because I'll tell you this, Zachary Mahabir, who was the former GM of radio, who was actually on the senior show here last year, actually brought me into the TV office one day because I asked him, well, there's some really nice people over in the TV office, and you go there every day, so I figure, why not? I'll go in and I'll have a try. I go in there, I meet a couple nice people. I think I met Nicole Augusto and Natalia, who was just on before. And yeah, I just haven't left since. Now, my favorite memory in radio is probably when I did my wrestling radio show, which is ending this Thursday. 4 years of that.
What's the name of it?
World Wrestling Radio. It's been doing that for 3.5, 4 years.
And where can we find it?
The TuneIn radio app. Search of
Shameless plug.
WSAU. So yeah, we did a WrestleMania 32 preview show, and I had a packed up studio. I had to get like 6 chairs into that studio. Remember, this before the renovations, so it was very small, and that was just a lot of fun, just doing all that stuff, and of course doing the show for so many years. It's been a complete honor. I have a couple good memories here. Number one is probably the Italian soprano dinner with
high key
with Jacqueline Colkers and Anthony Ferrara. Those two are basically my parents. I'll say that. I thank them. I thank them both for the opportunity that they have given me here, especially Anthony, of course. The second favorite memory it was an FAL. Both these memories are FAL. The second one was with Oscar, and we were doing this little wrestling skit where I had to beat the holy hell out of him out in the hallway. And
it was a really good skit.
Why don't I remember that?
It was.
I do.
Of course, it was.
Was that allowed?
It was choreographed because we all know that wrestling is not real. Okay, I have to say that. So. I have to say that.
So quiet. Like the whole crew was just like.
Well, yeah, it's not real, and
I don't understand.
So very much fun doing that. All Oscar told me to do was just beat him up, and he wasn't gonna lay a hand on me. So I think he did.
That's a pretty one-sided deal.
I did rock bottom, Irish whip, super kick, Superman punch. The whole bunch, and that was just real great memories. And I like to say to the camera over here, I want to thank Anthony Ferrara, Oscar Cifuentes, Frank Rappa, Zach Mahabir. I want to thank all you guys. I love you guys so much, because if it wasn't for you guys, so I was really close to transferring out of this school, and those guys gave me a reason to come here and to make friends here, because I really didn't have much friends freshman year, so I have to thank those guys a whole lot. So I give a lot of gratitude to those guys, and of course the people up on here in this panel. I have to.
We're glad you stayed.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would have been like if you had left, because there is no one I've never met someone as kind and loving as you are, just as a person.
Literally, I can be walking around just steaming from the ears and anger, and he'll just be like, "Well, hi, how you doing?" Yeah. I'm like, "Not now. You're too nice to yell at."
Thanks.
You're so nice.
So next we have Madam Presidente, Jordan Darmento. So, what is your favorite TV Club memory, and also what will you miss most? Because you've been here for so long. What are you gonna miss most?
Remember when I said I was stone-hearted before and I wasn't gonna cry? I didn't even answer any questions. I already want to cry. So many good memories, but definitely when I first started with Missy. Missy didn't want to do TV at all, and she was my roommate freshman year, and I was like, I'm gonna go to this TV club thing, want to come? Because she wasn't in any other orgs yet, and neither was I, so she was like, yeah, I'll come. And then it blossomed, her love for TV, and so we started a series together called The Style Diaries, and I filmed and edited myself, and Missy was host of, where we went into people's closets and looked at their fashion and stuff. And that was the first time I really like got to create something on my own, and that was obviously one of my favorite memories for sure. And that's what made me, having that opportunity is what made me want to stay at TV Club. And then I became PA the year after that, then vice president, and now president. So you can imagine in those 3 years I've had a lot of really good moments and a lot of really bad moments, and but the thing is, like, both of them are both so important to learn from and to keep going, because if you have good moments, sure, that's great, but if you have bad moments and you stick with it, that means that you truly are passionate about something. And that showed me that I wanted to do TV instead of film, because I originally came here for film, but now I want to do TV because of TV Club. So.
And then, what are you gonna miss most once you graduate?
The people, for sure. I'm like really sad leaving everyone, and like we're doing elections after this, and that's great. And I'm so happy to see people grow and want to stay in the club, and it's so nice. But like, I want to be here to see them, see what they're gonna do with the club. But I'm kind of sad that I'm gonna miss that. But
yeah, I'm gonna miss you a lot. I really miss you as well. The banquet planning last year. It was very stressful, but it was a lot of fun.
Extremely.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger. Absolutely don't.
Never.
Then, now the other side of the dynamic duo, Missy.
That's us.
What are you most thankful for from your 4 years at TV Club?
Oh, there's so much to be thankful for. I think just exposing me to such a community and exposing me to something that I actually really love to do. As Jordan said, I never really had aspirations of doing TV. I kind of wanted to do sports for a while, came into college unsure, and I was a theater kid through and through, all throughout my childhood and early teenage and teenage years, whatever. And I kind of wanted to try something new. So when I auditioned for WRED-TV, being on camera was something brand new to me, and I thought that I could use my theater experience. And I ended up hosting Eye of the Storm my first semester as a freshman, and it was like the coolest feeling. And I'm just so thankful for the beautiful people that I get to be with, the confidence that we all instill in one another. I'm so thankful for all the laughs and how many times we've gotten so frustrated with each other and then burst out laughing after the fact, because we all love each other so much. So.
And then what's probably your favorite Missy Jordan memory from the years?
Oh God, I mean.
That is safe for TV.
So Jordan and I have been roommates since freshman year. So.
There've been a lot of really scary things. Okay, we're constantly singing though. That's like probably, that's the most.
When we get up in the morning. Mama Mia has
No,
been
but you
a
don't know
staple.
what goes on in our room. We literally have sing-alongs. It's bad.
Yeah. Oh, there's just so many
Right,
memories. Yeah, Amber started living with us this year, and she probably instantly regretted it the second that she heard music blasting.
It's not bad.
Don't lie. But my favorite memory with Jordan, there's so many. I think I would say Style Diaries, but we already kind of mentioned that. But for FAL junior year, or not FAL, Halloween special junior year, we kind of both took it over to like make it this skit comedy show, and it was when Stranger Things like first really came out. So I was like, Jordan, we're writing a Stranger Things skit, and
that was the first time I was writing too.
Yeah, and
like I was never a writer. She made me write.
But we had the best time just like bantering back and forth, and it's still like one of my favorite skits because it looks so bad. Because we were doing the flashing lights and we didn't have tapes. We had to use like a very clear tape on the wall. So I don't know, really funny. I have so many great memories. So.
That was the Not So Fright Night Boo 2.
Yes.
Or was that the
Boo
first
1.
one?
The first
that was
one.
one.
No, there was no Boo 1. It was just Not So Fright Night.
And then Boo 2 was round
Boo 2
two.
was the second year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I remember.
So wait, was this Hello Goblins and Ghouls? Was it that one? That you
No.
the cold opener that
Goblins
you did?
and Ghouls. Yes.
Yes,
Wizards
yeah,
and
the
Witches.
Witches.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
Goblins and Ghouls.
Yeah.
Wizard. Yeah, I wrote that one too. Except I stole it from SNL. Okay.
But thank you, Donnie, for being so on top of everything. You've made Jordan and I so proud, and
Awesome.
we cannot wait for our new president to take over next year, which is you. So it makes me so happy seeing our son blossom.
Blossom into the young man he was destined to be.
So thank you.
No, thank you for just always being there.
Yes,
It's
love
really
you.
meant the world to me.
Yes.
And now we have Kyla Allen, current secretary of TV Club. And the first question I have for you is, what's your favorite moment of TV Club throughout the years?
My favorite moment, well, it was about a year ago. This time last year, I came to do Sunny Side Up, and he texted me. It was like, hey, we have a new segment on our last night of the storm. Will you come do it? It's called Sunny Side Up. So I was glad to be able to be the first one to do that segment. And then after that taping last year, it was the day of elections, and I think it was Delilah that was like, hey, we don't have a secretary yet. Does anybody want to run for secretary? And I was like, I'll do it. And I was on a post, so it was kind of just I won.
Here you are today.
Yeah, and it ended up being this year has been so great. This has been the most involved I've been in TV Club. I've been kind of in and out all the years leading up to this and just doing more on-camera stuff. But this gave me the opportunity to really learn about the behind the scenes and see what I like and don't like. And I actually realized I prefer film to TV, but I've had a lot of good memories here. On the Spot was pretty lit, shout out. So.
And then what are you most excited for now that you're coming out of college?
Not being in school anymore. No more tests, no more papers. No more senior projects, but more film projects. I'm really excited to work on more films. There's a group of us that are working on some film stuff in the future, so I'm really excited for that, and to just continue on with a lot of these friendships, because I know a lot of the people I met are going to be friends for a long time, so you guys are stuck with me. Congratulations.
When I asked you that, I was fishing for a kind of specific thing. Tell me about your fashion stuff. That's what I was looking for, because I know that you're very big into that.
Then say it. Can we roll a quick for
bush.
strutting down the runway, please? Can we put that in?
We should. I looked really good. So I am interested in fashion as well as film. So this is, it's all a long-term career process, but I would say for the summer, there's a couple different things I want to work on as far as reworking. Also kind of getting into costume design. There's a student film coming up that I am designing one of the costumes for, so I'm pretty excited for that. So yeah, fashion and film are definitely in my future for a long time. So.
I'm very excited for it. It's the 609 gang.
Yes.
Only good things come out of the 609 area.
We love Jersey. We love Jersey.
Yes. 609 is best.
Long Island.
So now, Ben, you've been someone that's been a part of many, many productions, more so behind the scenes than on camera. So what's probably been your favorite show that you've been a part of?
It's kind of a tie for me. It's between, I think, was it 2016 or 2017 we did Stranger Things?
Yes. Yeah, that was 2017.
And I don't really act, but I got asked to play Dustin.
Can you do the voice?
I'm not gonna do the voice. And I'm not somebody who acts, but I had a blast putting on the wig and being in that sketch, and I was terrible in it. I was awful. I'm not gonna do the voice. But I had a blast doing it. And another moment, that same year later, I got to be floor manager for the first time for that year's senior show. And I don't know why I enjoyed that so much, but I like telling people what to do. So those two shows for me were the most special shows.
And then what's been your favorite out-of-studio memory? So specifically stuff in the club room or even outside the club room, but with club people.
Oh, honestly, I spent so much time there. I don't know. Any time that I've been hanging out with Robbie in there, because that's the best connection I made in TV Club.
Aww. Okay, Robbie, that's fake crying.
That's cute.
But anyway, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, Ben. I'm sad to see you go. Are you currently interning somewhere? That's what I've been told.
No, I'm unemployed, but you can, if you want my resume, I can send it out there to you.
We need jobs.
I'm freelancing.
That's a fancy word for
real.
unemployed.
But it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you. I'm sad to see you go. Amanda.
Hi.
Hi.
What's been your favorite it's so hard where to start with you. Because it's, it's you know that's not what I mean. We've just gotten close, and I've just, you've been one of my more favorite people in the club.
Oh, I know. More favorite.
Yes, grammar. But Let me get back on track. Now people get me all flustered with their different reactions.
Come on, guys.
It's okay.
What's your favorite TV club
Unscripted
memory?
television.
Ooh, okay. I just want to start off by saying that I remember, I think it was sophomore year. It was my first time just like popping in because like I heard about it. Nobody brought me here. Brought myself. Because I started off as bio. Don't recommend. Anyway, I just.
Trend?
She brought her own
Bio
self
to
here.
TV club?
Yeah. So I came in, and all I hear is everybody yelling and screaming at each other, and like, oh, what the hell are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is fun. So, and I was like, wow, that was like a terrible first impression. But I still came back. I don't know why. But ever since, like, you guys kind of just like opened my eyes to that whole world, and it made me fall in love with this business, this like field. So I want to say like my favorite moment, I think it was FAL, but it was One Less Lonely Johnny.
That was a great show.
I thought it was so funny because it was with Jacqueline. Shout out to Jacqueline. She literally like threw water. I think it was at Zach, right?
It was Anthony Ferraro.
At Anthony, whoever. But that was so hilarious,
unplanned.
and I think she's a great actress. And just like all the skits that went on, they were just so funny, so quirky, and oh my God, I can't get over it. But I think just seeing that and seeing everybody work together, come together, collaborate, despite like the yelling and tears, I think that's what made me like stay. I know like I wasn't here as much this semester, well this year, I just had a lot going on, but I wish I had, and you know, you guys were like a second little family to me, and I really appreciate everybody. I'm gonna miss you all.
You're stuck with me. Sorry.
I guess, yeah.
And now last, but most certainly not least, our head writer Amber, another day one of this club. Over the past 4 years.
I still don't have any answers prepared.
Nobody does.
I still don't.
So what have you been most proud of over your 4 years?
Okay, I thought about this one. So when I came here, I was marketing. And I picked that because I had no idea what else to do, and I didn't want to do anything science related because I didn't want to have to dissect anything or like be in the medical field. So I was like, marketing sounds fun, I'll do that. But it wasn't fun. So, so I saw like a poster for host auditions to, I don't know, like have for Eye of the Storm or something. And I kind of made myself go to that because I always wanted to do something on camera, but where I came from, I didn't have a ton of opportunity to do that. So I went into the host audition, and I did really terribly. Like, I stuttered the whole time, and I obviously did not get a position, but they told me to come back. So I came back, and for maybe like 2-ish years, I just stood against that wall that no one can see. And I sometimes did things to make it look like I was contributing, but I would talk to people like Amanda. Amanda would stand with me. We had a good time standing. So
Stand back in that corner right there. That was our corner.
So last year, Missy and Jordan were really on me about being head writer, and I like writing, so that's why they were on me about
because
it.
Amber's one of the best writers that we
I'm
know.
not,
and that's
but
why.
I wanted to get better.
She's good.
That's my writer. So I listened to them and I did it. So I guess I'm proud that I got a position. I stopped being as lazy. I'm still lazy, but I also am not stuttering anymore. And I wrote things. There's always been a script, so that's good.
Period.
So yeah, I'm proud of that I've gone from like stuttering and standing by the wall to like writing and sometimes still standing by the wall, but like not always. So I think that's a good answer. I thought about that.
And I'd just like to say, there's always been a script. The one show that seniors aren't supposed to do anything for senior show, no script today.
Yeah, but I still wrote something.
Oh, you.
I told you.
Even then.
I told you it was
Even
on the
then.
drive. You just didn't look at it.
Oh.
She said, put some respect on
Even
my
then,
name.
no. Always overachieving, but never giving yourself the credit you deserve.
Okay, facts
Yes.
though.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that wall is very comforting,
We love
so
you.
that's why
Yes.
we
And
stand by
then
it.
the last question for you is, what are you going to miss most about TV Club?
Oh, well, everyone already said everyone, but everyone, because I did come in as a marketing major, and being around everyone, and Ashley, I don't know where she went, but Ashley was like, yeah, you should transfer, like, you should, not transfer, You should change your major. She didn't tell me to change her. And I talked to a lot of other people, and I was saying this is my passion, being here with everyone that's creative, all of you guys. And everyone's here really nice, and marketing people weren't as nice. Not everyone. Not everyone. Missy's marketing, and she's lovely.
She's the exception, not the rule.
It's a jungle out there.
But there were some people that weren't, and I was just over that. So I wanted to do TV Club, and I really realized that I love writing from this. I met a lot of great people, so I'm going to miss everyone here. I'm going to miss coming every Friday. So it was always something fun to look forward to at the end of the week. And FAL. I will miss FAL.
As stressful as it
Yes,
is.
that's my answer.
I'm gonna miss our little powwows during our Thursday night shifts.
Yes, we really had a good time. We talked about some fun things.
A lot of different and a lot of fun
Not
things.
gonna elaborate.
Huh?
Vague.
Yeah. Well, it's our private conversation.
Also, I'm like dying right now because I have really bad allergies. Like St. John's, you need to like fix your trees.
Fix your trees.
I'm like
St.
sweating.
John's. What is my money going towards?
Fix the environment.
We don't want to rock. We
I'm not
want
gonna miss
fixed
the trees.
Trees.
But I love all you guys. So
Love you
I'm
too.
the
We
last
love
person,
you.
so I feel like I have to say something like, I love you all. Let's hug. Love you, Amanda.
You're not gonna hug her? She's just
I can't reach her.
I have her, and that's
I'm on
all
it. I'm on
she
it.
Over there.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jordan for being our president this year.
Yes.
Shout out.
President Jordan.
Jordan.
Everybody needs a Jordan. Get you a Jordan.
Jordan to Jordan.
Everyone needs
And to all the presidents of our past who have brought us here today.
the ghost of TV Club.
Yes.
Well, that's all that we have for today.
Obama.
This has been an amazing show. Very disappointed to see each and every one of you go. It's been a long ride. I haven't known a TV club without you guys.
See, on the script it said bittersweet, not disappointed.
No. I'm disappointed because I don't want to say, like, I'm happy for y'all to go, but don't leave me behind.
Good.
But no.
Never be
That's the
left.
real
It's gonna suck, I'll be honest, without us.
Oh. I thought you meant the real world. I was like,
That too.
Well, points were made.
Actually, I changed my answer. I'm gonna miss. No, I miss Donnie's old hair.
yes, bring it
Oh, bring it back. Bring it back.
I can feel Grace's eyes rolling.
Anyway, this
But
is TV Club.
that's all that we have for this episode of the Senior Show. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much, seniors, for 4 great years of contributions, of memories, of laughs, smiles, everything. That's all that we have for this year. We'll see you guys next semester. I'm Jordan Malik. Have a good one.